around with these brothers, and wild loops and turns and twists, and she doesn't even know who she's sleeping with at one point. Like, it is just crazy. So it's definitely a spicy book. You have to really pay attention when you're reading this book. I don't know. I mean, as much as I rated it a 4-star, I could see how someone else would rate it lower. You get what I'm saying? But it was okay. I have to say, I did enjoy Birthday Girl more than this one, and I was really excited for this because I just thought, like, you know, this author's really great, and not to say it, you know, wasn't great or whatever. It was just super unrealistic, and the more I think about it, I'm like, shit, it really was. Like, but I mean, I understand that this is a novel, this is a book. I could separate myself from that, and that's why I said I would rate it a 4-star. But I don't know. There is a big part of it that I'm like, what the heck? You know, like, when I think about it, I'm like how did that happen? Like, how are these things happening? And like, I don't know. It's just super unrealistic. So keep that in mind if you do want to pick up this book and read it. But like I said, it did keep my interest at peak. Okay, then we have the writing retreat by Julia Barnes. Now, if you follow me, oh, this matches my shirt a little bit. If you follow me on Goodreads, you already know I DNF'd this book. Guys, oh my gosh. I don't know what I was expecting, but this was not it. I was so bored. I was so bored. Like, at first, I was giving the book the benefit of the doubt. And I was like, okay, it's gonna develop. It's gonna develop. It's gonna develop. Develop my ass. We didn't develop shit. It was just getting more boring and boring. And I was like, this is not for me. Like, this is just not for me. So, first of all, I just want to let you know that your girl is a trooper, because I got up to chapter 17. Okay, and chapter 17, for those of you who do not know, is 127 pages, and this book is, hold on, 310 pages long. So I've read a good freaking chunk of this book, and I couldn't take it anymore. I could not take it anymore. I can't get into the full book with you, because obviously I didn't finish it, right? But from what I read, there's this girl, she this book has a lot of controversy, a lot of mixed reviews, and I'm the type that I love hearing people's opinions on things, but ultimately I make the conclusion, you know, like I'm gonna read it and I'm going to form my own opinion, my own conclusion about it. So hear me out. We have Sydney, and Sydney is a stupid gal. I'm sorry, but she is. She's stupid. She's so stupid. Like, if she was my sister, I would pop her upside the head. That's how stupid she is. So, besides that, I did enjoy that this book took place in New York. A lot of the things, like, that they would talk about, it's like, oh, I know about that. Oh, like, it was relatable. Now, just because it took place in New York does not mean that that's why I liked it, because that, no. But, Sydney is a dumbass. However, Frida is not a dumbass. Frida kept me intrigued. Okay, Miss Frida McFadden kept me interested. I did not want to put this damn book down. Like, I thought I knew. I was like, ooh, Frida thinks she's gonna pull one over on me. Like, this author thinks she's nice. She's not nice. Like, I know who the killer is. I know this. I know that. I didn't know shit. Oh my gosh, guys, I had to do a little cut because my legs are falling asleep, and then my hair is ridiculous. I didn't strain it or anything. I had it in a clip, so please excuse the hair. But anyway, so I thought I knew everything, and like I said, I didn't know shit, right? Because the end was the biggest twist of my life, and I said, hold on a minute, Miss Frida, like, girl, how could you not enjoy this book? The twist was twisting. Okay, the twist twisted me. I was like, hot damn, like, okay, we have to give Frida credit where it's due. Sydney was a dumbass, but Frida knew what she was doing. She was making Sydney a dumbass so we could be so distracted by the fact that Sydney was a dumbass that we didn't look into other things. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's my take. But I enjoyed it. I gave this a 4-star because of the twist. Okay? If the twist wasn't twisting, maybe it would have been a 3-star. But because the twist was twisting, 4-star. Okay? I enjoyed it. I really did. I have to say, I really enjoyed it. And the only other book of hers that I enjoyed a lot, that was a 5-star read, was, oh my god, I was gonna say The Handmaid's Tale. No, The Housemaid. The Housemaid, is that the name of it? Why am I forgetting? It's been a while, but the blue book, you know, that she made like 2 other books after that. I didn't even bother, because I know you can't keep, once you do perfection, you can't keep going. Like, sometimes certain books need to stop at 1, and I'm so happy I stopped at 1 because, well, actually I went into book 2, but book 2 just was not it for me, and I definitely was not reading book 3. So anyway, 4 stars for me. If you want a crazy plot twist, you have to read this book. And I'm not gonna lie, I was intrigued. There was a lot of intriguing things in this book. So Tom, the other main character, his whole backstory, his upbringing, that whole thing, that it was giving us flashbacks throughout the story, that was keeping me very interested. Like, I don't know about you guys, if you read it already, but that had me hooked. Like, I wanted to know about Tom's childhood, and I was in it for it. And let me tell you, shit got crazy. So, Miss Frida, thank you for making me enjoy it. So, yeah, I would recommend it, guys. 4 stars is a good rating for me. But, yes, Sydney is a moron. Simple as that. So, we all have a Sydney in our friend group, so we could relate to the poor Sydney. So just let Sydney live. Just let her do her thing, okay? okay? Poor Sydney, she's single. She's having a hard time finding a man. Men are shit these days. You can't blame her. You cannot blame Sydney. So, but she is an idiot. She really is, though. She really, really is. Okay, I'm done. Okay, guys, we are going to double these up and combine them. This is part of a series that I've been talking to you guys about. I got this series for Christmas. Crave was the first book. The Crush is the second book. Covenant is the third book. And I am currently on Court, which is the fourth book. Obsessed with this series, guys. Like, literally obsessed. Let's do some tracing. Crush by Tracy Wolf. Now, I have to tell you, I was able to get both of these books on Libby, so I did the audio for both because they're thick. They're really thick, guys, and honestly, it was hard for me to just be able to read these two while I'm reading like my other books and everything else, like, and I'm typing reports for work. So I was listening to this when I was driving for work. Like, I had this on 24/7, like washing dishes, doing laundry, cleaning the house, like cleaning Luna's litter box, like you name it. I was listening to this. The second one is Covenant. C-O-V-E-D. Why did I spell it? It's okay. So now, without giving too much away, it's YA series, but it's still really great. I highly recommend it. I don't like YA books, to be honest, but this is really good, super interesting. Like, it keeps you engaged. There's a lot of action. There's a lot of twists and turns and tribulations and things that are happening. Like, it's a lot, but it's fun and it's entertaining, and I love paranormal stories with like witches, dragons, werewolf, vampires. Like, it's crazy. Any paranormal creature you could think of are in these books, and I love it for that. They're all in a school, and we have Grace. She's our main character, and we're introduced to her in the first story. In Crave, Grace's parents die, and she goes to live with her uncle. Her uncle is running this school. He's the headmaster of the school, and she attends this school not knowing that everyone's paranormal, and then she eventually finds out, and it's just craziness after that. I don't want to give too much away because, like I said, now I'm already on book 3, so I can't tell you what's happening in here without ruining it for you. But this is an awesome series. If you like paranormal books, like I said, you will enjoy this. And I don't know, it's just fun. It's really fun and entertaining, and you know, these kids go through a lot, and I'm just here for it. I'm really here for it. So Crush, I gave 4.5 stars. And Covenant made me cry, literally in tears, crying. Okay, towards like 75% of the book, like towards the end, I was crying. Okay, I can't even recall. Did I cry in Fourth Wing? I think I cried for Fourth Wing too. I think I did. I did. I don't know what it is about paranormal books, but I cried. Like, that's crazy. That is so crazy to me, okay? That a book made me cry. Now, this book is literally... Oh, Luna, hello there. Hello, girlfriend. Come here, mommy. So this book is literally 700 pages long, so thank God. Lulu is here. So thank God Libby had the audio for free. snowstorm, I'm getting a snowstorm, they're getting a snowstorm. It was just such a cozy thriller, and it was sweet also because it's about integrated families too. Like the main character and her stepsister are together, and it's the first time that they're together. So like they have to go through all of these things, all of the things that they're going through together. And it's like they just met each other, but they form a bond that way. And I thought that that part of it was very sweet. It's good. It's good. I recommend it. They're trapped in a cabin, and a snowstorm happens, and these two, you know, the sister and her soon-to-be stepsister, or I actually think she's already the stepsister, but they're stuck in a cabin, and some crazy stuff. A snowstorm happens, and the father and the mother are not there, so they're on their own, and they go through it, guys. They really do. Like, it's crazy, but it's also really good in terms of like the plot and like what happens. I did rate it a 3.5 because I felt like, once again, it's like a YA, like easy read, like literally like you could devour this book if you're a fast reader. It's easy to keep up with, so I mean it was just suitable for the weather conditions and that winter cozy thriller vibe. So 3.5 stars is not bad. Anything above 3, I always say I recommend you checking it out. So if you're interested in a cozy wintry thriller book, check it out. The book we have is The Cursed. And I was so excited for this book by Harper L. Woods. Look how beautiful the spray patches are. This book is gorgeous, like the first one. So the first one is called The Coven, and I really enjoyed that one, despite a lot of controversy in regards to that book. I thought that that was interesting. It was fun. It was exciting. The plot was there. There was a storyline. However, this one, what happened? Harper, what happened? Would you have a brain fart when you were writing this one? Jeez Louise, like this book was just all smut, and you know me, this girl reads smut, she likes smut for life, but like, I don't know, it was corny smut too, like it just wasn't the smut that smuts, you know, it was like awkward smut, like cringy smut, like type of smut. But besides the smut situation, like it just wasn't giving what the first book gave. Or maybe like for me, this is a series where like you gotta stop at the first one. But the way the first one ended made it even better. Like it was like, what the hell? Like you want to read this one. And I'm not gonna lie, it starts off and I was like, okay. But then the more we got into it, I'm like, you gotta be kidding just know what the next book is. Da, 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 da. Why do I make those creepy sounds when I get excited? Like, da, 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 da. Like, no, okay, stop. This is Onyx Storm. This does not need an introduction. This is iconic. This does not need any introduction by any means by our girl, Rebecca Yarros. And we'll talk about my bookmark, but I was lucky enough to score the special edition on Amazon because I pre-ordered. However, guys, I was so upset for Freya. If you guys watch Freya ASMR, which you should, but if you do, Freya, the poor thing, pre-ordered the book in May, and she did not get the special edition. Like, I was pissed for you, girl. I was pissed for her. Like, I was like, no, no, no. Like, that can't be. Like, I will be throwing a tantrum like a toddler if they don't send me a special edition. But thank God, I got it. It's here. Freya, I am so sorry, girl. Like, I wish there was a way I could get it and then, like, send it to you through Amazon. Because if you guys don't know, Freya's, like, in another country on the other side. But, like, I'm pissed for her because this is gorgeous. Like, this is so pretty. It's not even funny. And it matches the two sprayed edged books, Iron Flame and Fourth Wing, that I purchased from Etsy for an arm and a leg. We won't even go into that. And the quality is not that great. We won't even go into that. I was like so pissed, honestly, because like I never purchased something on Etsy and got so upset as much as I got upset when I got these books. But we won't go into it. Anyway, it'll match because it has like this type of design on it as well. Oh my gosh, guys. So I have to tell you how I read this book. This isn't the first time I did this, but I really enjoy doing this. I had to get the audio. The narrator who narrates this book they need to hire that girl for every book in the world. She is one of the top narrators I ever heard, and now I feel so bad because I don't remember her name. She's so good, guys. Like, she skills it. Like, she literally skills it. So I was literally listening to the audiobook and like turning the pages. Like, I was following that girl. I was following her on like 1.7 speed. And oh my gosh. There were a couple of times I didn't follow because I was laying down and I would put the timer on for like 20 more minutes because I couldn't stop reading, listening, and that's when I just wouldn't hold the book. But anyway, let me tell you something. This is a 5-star.
And if anyone rates it lower than a 5-star, I'm gonna hit you in the fucking head with the book. It's a 5-star. I don't want to hear it.
It's a 5-star on this channel, okay? I'm just talking shit. It's a 5-star to me. Guys, this was so good. Oh my gosh. And I can't really talk too much about this book. So if you don't know about Fourth Wing, like, there's dragons. That's all I have to say. There are dragons. And those dragons are just everything. I love dragons so much. And I love Darna so much. Like, I can't, that little bitch. I love her. Anyway, I digress. If you have not read the Fourth Wing series, what are you waiting for? This is your special invitation. Take it, take it, take it. Okay. That's your invitation to start reading it. Let me stop because you people are going to think I'm working with Rebecca Yarros, but that's how much I push her books. Like, I love her books. Well, the series. I never read anything else from her, but I love it. I'm going to read her other things that she wrote because she wrote a couple of other books before, and I want to see what they're about because she is a good author, in my opinion. here I am, drooling about this book. So, 2 YA series that actually have me saying, I guess I do like some YA novels. I hope they turn this into a series. Now I heard that they were going